That's a pick. Let's go, baby. Beautiful adjustment on defense. Beautiful adjustments on defense. What's up, YouTube? I'm back at it with another video. Now, today's video, I'm going to be on the defensive side. I'm going to show you some setups and zone drops that I like doing. So with that being said, let's get straight to practice mode. All right, here we are on defense. Now, the first things you want to do is go into your coaching adjustments, and you always want to set your safety width to pinch, safety depth to close. Those are always the main two that you have to do. And then for option key, conservative, aggressive, conservative. Those are the main things I'd like to do first, and I keep those. I keep those the same all game, so I never change those up. I'm still missing with safety midpoint. I don't know if there's any good pros or cons to these right now, but for right now, we'll just leave it at default. Okay, so we'll go into one of my main setups that I love doing, and we'll go to coaching adjustments, because me personally, I don't like how linebackers play the ball. So what I like to do is I put Brandon Jones here, and then I like Skinner because he's 6'4", he's 220, 89 speed. His changes direction is not that good. But what I'm trying to get at to the point of the video is I like to have safeties here. They move better. They can catch the ball a lot better. So that's what I like to do. As at the back end too, know your depth, know your team. So I have Brandon Jones at linebacker now. So right here I'll put Skinner. So that means Skinner goes to my free safety now, and that's a big part because he has some speed. He has changed the direction. He has decent size at pretty much 6 foot. So I know that he's not going to get mossed that easily. And then for here, I like to have some speed as well. I mean, that's kind of obvious, right? Mathis is on the team, so it would more look like whatever. That's what my depth chart would kind of look like. Nope, Riley Moss has to go. Okay, so I have this 2 really speed guys on the outside, and then my 2 decent guys here in the slot. Okay, that's what I like to do. Now we're going to into practice mode. Now, obviously, mid blitz is a heck of a play, especially if you're playing against somebody that likes to go 5 wide. We just select like 4 verticals, mid blitz. They may bring them in a little bit, and just it's an instant sack. You know what I mean? So obviously, everybody likes mid blitz. You can set up your zones as well, depending on the coverage. Okay, they're most likely gonna block your running back. So if they go to, for example, let's say trips tight end, they just find something basic again, verticals. You could now press, probably hover this guy over the tight end, just so he's a lot closer, just in case he does a drag. But now you can put this guy in a deep blue, so you're pressing. And if you really want to be risky, hover over. But more than likely, they're just going to block a running back. What's a flip? There we go. So it'll look like that, but now you have someone over the top. So now you don't got to worry about your corners getting beat over the top on the outside. Now, like I said, you could feel a little risky. So I'm doing this with one hand. So snap it, go to your tight end immediately, and it'll be a sack. And you have coverage over the top. So that's one coverage I like doing as well. You see nobody gets open. My guy over here gets beat, but since I have a safety over the top, he really can't throw that. Otherwise, it'd be a pick. Okay, we'll do it one more time. The blitz didn't get there that effectively that time. But just like this, snap it, run to your tight end, and that's a sack. Usually the blitz gets there faster. Why it's not getting there as quickly right now, I have no clue. I mean, it is 6 blockers against 6 rushers, but that's that you got to confuse your offense, right? Like they can't block everybody, or they can't send everybody out at once. It's part of football. I'm just showing you guys some adjustments that I like doing on defense. This is for mid blitz. You could also set it up to where you have it more like this, depending on what they're doing. You can set it up like this. Snap it. Okay, so you have a different variations of mid blitz, which I like doing. I think that's pretty much it for mid blitz. I rarely ever put these guys like in a hook curl. I mean, you can if you would like to, but I personally don't. Maybe it would be situational, but that's not what I like to do. Okay, so we're going to my second play that I like doing on mid blitz. It's actually my first play that I pick. Now what I like to do is I go to Tampa tube, I hold Y, so I can get this I don't know what you want to call this setup, I guess, and I immediately go to Texas four-man. This right here is very, very big on my defense. What I like to do is I like to spread linebackers, spread my defensive line. Okay, so here's my setup now, but here's what's really, really crucial about this defense. I hit Y, and then LB for my free safety, and then I'll put him an inside third. So now it's a cover 3 look. But if you guys can notice the weakness now on my defense, okay, you guys see it right there. What I like to do is I like to hit Y, X, and then outside third. Okay, so now it's essentially a cover 3 look. Okay, but now you guys notice my weakness though. It would be the flats. So you got to make sure you hit Y. Sorry, I did that too fast. Y, and then I would put this guy in a hard flat. So it's essentially cover 3 on this middle read. This is kind of big too. I don't like them being a middle read. I essentially have a middle read right here anyway. So I just put him in a hook curl so that when I switch stick, he only watches this spot, which is kind of the weakness on this defense right now. Because if I just have him in a middle read, I'm gonna move this guy out the way. You see how open that middle is? And this guy, essentially, I'm more worried about him guarding number 5. So when I put him in a hook curl, get in a hook curl, buddy. Okay, there you go. Now I have him in a hook curl. He's more designated to cover the left hash mark. So that's why I like to put him there. And I do hover over the center though. And essentially what you're getting here is a cover 3 or cover 6 look. I'll show you guys what cover 6 looks like here. Okay, so essentially that's what I'm trying to mimic out of mid blitz or double mugs, what they call it now. So I'm gonna snap it. Oh, I don't know what happened to my blitz there. Usually the blitz gets there faster. Let me try it again. That was weird. And see how easy it is to set up? Very easy to set up. Alright, it's practice mode, but as you guys can see, everybody was covered. Everybody was covered. That's what I love about this blitz, about this play. You cover the hard flats. You don't got to worry about nobody running to the left side of the field. Your responsibility, remember, even though you're hovering over the center, your responsibility is the left hash mark. So you can see me running to the left hash mark immediately to cover number 19. The tight end gets covered as well by this cloud flat, but from PS2. Now the only person that would be open right here is your check down. Most people maybe throw that, maybe they don't. But you can see everybody's covered downfield. Everybody's covered downfield. We'll do it one more time. I know this is kind of basic. It's just 4 verts, but I'm just showing you guys my adjustments on defense that I like to do. Very easy to set up as well. They just say they block the running back because they think that's how they stop the Texas four-man stunt, which is not the way to stop it, but that's for another video. Run to your man. Switch. Say you can switch sticks so easily. Like it's a perfect defense in my opinion. So let me show you guys. I went from Skinner number 34 back to the tight end, and then I switched to my cornerback because essentially you never know who's gonna come out of the backfield, right? But I switched to PS2, so if they do decide to throw the corner route, I could switch on. If they see number 19 kind of get open, I switch stick immediately to number 9. And if they don't like it, if they want to go over the top, I'm already there. So I'm everywhere at the same time. It's so easy to switch stick from this defense, which is why it's my favorite. It's my favorite defense. I pick this play a lot. I use it a lot. It confuses people. I mean, you can see down the field. I mean, this is very basic offense, but you can see everybody's covered. I guess we're going to play number 3 before I get into more in depth of Tampa 2. Play number 3. It is cover 3 sky, and I do the same thing. I hold Y button and I go to Texas four-man. Lately I've been playing against a lot of trips tight end, so that's why I'm kind of picking trips tight end. Okay, it's a cover 3 look, kind of what we had with Tampa 2, kind of. But here's what I like to do. I like to really mix it up. Now I got a cover 4 from Midblitz. I got a cover 4 for Midblitz. Same setup, same everything. Everything looks identical. Now, I will say, right here, now you do want somebody with a little bit better change of direction and some speed. Skinner's maybe not the best for this, but this will confuse your defense because they think it's cover 3 or whatever, but it's really cover 4. Okay, and if you really, really want to, you can put this guy in a hook to help you out, and then put him in a claw flat. And essentially, that's going to stop this corner route. I'll show you guys right here. So the safety has his quarter zone depth right here. But you're going to see PS2, he's going to do a really good job covering the corner route from the tight end, as you guys can see here on the screen. Once again, hover over, and still your responsibility is the left hash mark. You don't want to start running to the right side of the field, then you leave a huge void on the left side of the field. So remember, hover over the center and then run to the left hash mark. So you're essentially guarding number 19. And if the tight end runs a drag, then it's easy. You can easily come down to it as well. Okay. So we just snap it. We're noticing PS2 covering the corner route. Okay, we're gonna snap it. See how the cornerback guards the corner route, so you don't have to have him in a quarter zone. This defense does a really good job on playing everybody. So it's covered. You could essentially switch stick to number 9 then. I'll show you guys. I'm saying switch stick because they're not going to throw the tight end. I mean, they can if they want to throw a pick. And the blitz gets there immediately too. The blitz gets there. Look at this. Or the stunt gets there. Yeah, some good shedding here as well. So that's why I really like it as well. They got to make some quick reads. Okay, but let's just say if they don't come in from whatever reason, they know how to block the Texas four-man stunt. You would have to switch stick to number 9 because he's going to come underneath to this vicinity. You see how open this vicinity is? So if you switch stick to number 9, you'll clamp it up. You will clamp it up. Let me just demonstrate. So again, we're on cover 3. Very easy to set up. See how easy it was to set up? Okay. Now we're going to switch stick to cover essentially B. So see that? See how easy that is? See how easy it is? Look at this. I'm guarding like 5 people at the same time. So like I said, I run a number 19. You see me with 34. He's not going to throw. If he throws it, it's a pick. I switch stick to the tight end, and then I switch stick back over the top. And I know this underneath guy is open, but I'm just showing you more. What am I trying to say? I'm just showing you guys over the top. Now, if you guys really want to be technical and they're like, oh, there's running backs open underneath, just do the check down 5 yards. Well, obviously, I would adjust and I would set my hook curls to 5, and then that no longer is open. So that's easy way how to shut that down. I'm not even worried about 5 yards. People can have 5 yards all day. Me personally, I hate getting beat over the top. So I showed you guys my 3 favorite plays from double mug, the adjustments as well. It'll be down low. It'll be down below in the description of the setups of how I like to run my double mug. One last play that I like to do. Oh, before I show you guys my last play, 4 plays, that cover 6 that I was showing you guys, that cover 4, if you guys notice, I don't have cover 4 from double mug, so that's why I like doing it. I mean, you kind of have it from this nickel dog Meg, kind of, but not really. So like I was saying, you don't have cover 4, and I just made cover 4 from double mug. You also don't have cover 6. I'll show you guys. I showed you guys earlier, but I like this cover 6. Here's cover 6. I essentially made that from double mug as well, which is why that's my favorite go-to defense. And obviously I have to adjust to what my opponent's doing, my zone depth, my zone drops, but essentially that's just what I like doing. And then I showed you cover 4, cover 3, mid blitz is kind of self-explanatory. You don't have to do much there. You can, but I just like to keep it kind of basic and simple. Now we'll go to my last play. Everybody knows about single mug, and it just cover 4 quarters. Super basic. I don't know if I ever went over this already. I just like to spread my line. You could shade down, or if you don't shade down and you leave it stock, then it'll be a match coverage essentially. But I like to shade down sometimes. And the same concept, you have the whole middle of the field, but since I know the tight end's guarded from number 9 for a little bit, I'll just run over and guard number 19 for a little bit. So let me just snap it. Oops, I did not mean to engage. And you guys can see I'm also a champion 3. I was flirting a little bit with top 100, but I'm not on this game that much to actually reach that goal. But you guys can see I am champion 3, so I'm not the best, but I'm solid. I would say I'm solid. But yeah, there's my 4 main plays on defense that I like to do. Everything's easy. Switch sticking is a big part of my defense as well now. I'm not the best at that either, but I'm learning. I am definitely learning. So if you guys enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. I hope those 3 defensive plays help you guys out and get some stops on defense. They are my 4 favorite plays, my 4 favorite adjustments on defense as well. So please like and subscribe again. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out.